Hello everybody and welcome back to the CSGO custom map video. This isn't a custom map feedback video because I had quite some things to do. I was quite busy. As some of you may have noticed, there wasn't a video last week. This is just because of me being very busy in university stuff. Also, there weren't a lot of maps that really, or like maps that caught my interest, to be honest. I browsed like on the workshop a bit, but wasn't really feeling it. So this video is about something different, as you may have read the title. This is about me thinking about reviving my old map, the Moon. I've talked about the Moon a bit, like in my introduction video. This map was built for the Exotic Places contest, the Mapcore Exotic Places contest in 2019, but it was never finished. I left it in grey box. It has some major issues, and I think I will work on it again because there are quite some things about this map that are unique and could really work out to be quite an interesting and fun map to play. Yeah, one of the major issues was the one spot, the circular spot, and like its timing. So the timing for short was completely off and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I lost also some of the files because I bought a new PC and moved and didn't quite get all of the map files and the texture files that I wanted. By the time I was more focused on La Fabrica and just like kind of left the other ones because I didn't think about it. So yeah, I will have to redo some of this work, but it isn't like that bad. What is quite bad though is that I worked on a really small grid back then, and so it might be a bit more time consuming to rework some of the areas. Yep, but I have quite some new motivation. I recently joined the Discord of Dimitri. If you don't know, that Dimitri is currently building a CSGO map on YouTube. I will have his channel link in the description. Definitely check him out. Also on the Discord we have like a small community talking about maps, so if you like don't really want to post in the SDK or the Mapcore Discord and you like look for a smaller community that is quite active, be sure to check it out. I will now go over like the old version of the Moon and say some things about it, and then I will tell you what I've like had to do to fix some of the old stuff and what I'm working on now. And I think this won't be a weekly series because like there's just a lot to do, and I don't know if I will like get all of my progress from 1 week into a video that is longer than 2 minutes, because I want to like kind of go over all the updates pretty quick. So I talked about like how I had interesting ideas. For example, this window right here can only be opened from the left side, and you have these two buttons like to make it go down or up. I think this is quite a fun idea. It gives some quite unique angles. Also, this door right here cannot be opened if you're down here, but only also about this like control panel thing up here. This will be fixed in future updates. Like in the one playtest I did, it was recommended to move it down because if teams actually managed to get the site, they weren't really rewarded for it. I moved right here to this wall, but you won't be able to open it from it. So that's also quite an interesting idea, I think. Another mechanic would be this jump right here. You can obviously boost anywhere here, but also you are able to actually do this just with movement. Just a little thing. I always like to have some movement elements in the game. Also this slope right here, you can jump up to it, but like not with a normal crouch jump. You have to jump at a quite nice timing to hit the slope and therefore like kind of slide up with a crouch jump. So as I said, I really like movement elements in maps. This just adds a like bit more depth, I think. And also I just think that the doors turned out quite well. I have some of these are like self-opening, some you need a button for. Obviously this would have would need some visual clues later on, but for now they work, and I think it is also a nice little element. Another quite interesting thing was the elevator at city spawn. I just think it's quite fun, niche little element. Funny idea I had. It was just like a little bugged, so if you really work for it, you can be able to make it go back down, which obviously isn't like planned. I don't know what exactly triggers it. It's sometimes spot respawn, sometimes just E on a certain point of the corner, sometimes it's like shooting it, but I would have to fix that too. For the lighting, I think it was also quite nice that you only had these LED textures that emitted light, and it worked quite fine. It also like kind of fits this spacey style, this futuristic style, and I will definitely keep them in the map or like somewhere use them in the map. And I also really like the skybox. It was quite easy to do, but I think it turned out really nice, and also like the lunar skybox that I got from Game Banana also fits this pretty well. I also lost this file in the progress though, and I had to look it up again, and I found it on Game Banana again, so this will be in the future updates. Yeah, so this was the old A spot. It was quite bangable from like every spot, and you had like, this interesting circular design and some glass and stuff. I liked the idea, but it didn't really work out in gameplay, and also the timing for shot was completely off, which was one of the major issues, and I really had to work on that, or like will have to work on that. So I think this side of the map won't be seen in future updates, and the connector maybe, but the site itself will be unfortunately removed completely. In the old version of like the other spot, you had this small window where you can throw grenades through. You had these few boxes on spot, a window up there, and the window up there that I talked about earlier that you can open from the button. I can just show that one more time. These buttons for the window will stay there, the other one will move, but I will talk about this in another part of the video. And you have like quite some nice angles from up here, and I just think that the idea itself of having a window that is opened by like from another spot is quite interesting and might lead to some nice gameplay ideas. As I said, unfortunately I lost some of the textures. For one, these solar panels, these two pictures right here, and well, that's not that bad, but like I also lost the complete spot right here. Well, I had it in my files when changing my PC, but like I just didn't really like it how it turned out. It was fun from the idea, but I now changed it to something quite different, and I would work around this and hope that it maybe works better. So here you can see like the first version of the new spot. Obviously this isn't finished at all, and like needs a lot of work, especially like the lighting. Right now is quite dark. As I said, I lost the environment lighting settings, but I will maybe use that. Well, yeah, and also the like B and A sprays are wrong, so they lead to the wrong spot. If you go for the B sprays, you will land at the A spot, and otherwise, if you go for the A sprays, you will land at the B spot. I don't know if I just mixed it up, but yeah. For B spot, the new one, I already moved the button down here, but it opens to the wrong side. Like it moves to the left, but it should move into the wall. You're now able to open it from down here, so I think that is better and will be better for playtesting and also like gameplay. Yeah, so that should be it for the first episode. I will now just show you one of the clips that Dimitri uses to advertise his Discord, because I think they are pretty funny and well made. So this will be today's outro, and I hope you're interested. We can maybe talk there, and I think I will be able to do another feedback video until next Sunday. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. If so, drop a like, maybe subscribe, and see you next time.
The Dimitri Discord channel is the perfect small community of map makers. Are you a map maker? Do you want to get feedback on your map and test it in a small friendly environment? Join the server. We are a bunch of CSGO lovers and map makers there. Really nice people, always ready to help each other. And the best part is, we also have our own server that we can use to playtest maps. So if you are a map maker or just passionate about workshop maps, make sure to join the channel and get involved with feedback, playtesting, advice, or just come hang out. By the way, when we are not playtesting, the server has this amazing 10-player deathmatch map made by the one, the only, the legend, Timur. Yeah. The IP to the server is in the description.